I wanted to start off by showing my tattoo that says "Keep on fighting, love you, your friend Lexi." I got it to remind me of what I went through going through leukemia at the age of 10 and what a great friend I had made through that process. I look at it as not taking every day for granted because you never know what tomorrow could bring you. Going through cancer at the age of 10 had put life in a very different perspective for me, and especially more so after I did lose my friend Lexi to her battle. I just wanted to share my personal experience going through leukemia because things that I thought would never happen to me happened to me, and looking back, it's like crazy to me because I would have never expected something like that to happen. So just things happen to you when you least expect it, or stuff that you never thought would even happen to you. Growing up, I was extremely active in I say a lot of sports. I was active in soccer and cheer. I did soccer from when I was 5 years old. Right when I started kindergarten, I was in soccer. And then in 5th grade, I was diagnosed. So by 3rd grade, I was doing cheer. And so it would have been like my 3rd year, I think, in cheer. But my body started not being able to keep up with the sports I was doing. And my parents kind of just thought I was being lazy and didn't want to do the sports anymore, but that wasn't the case. And the only way I could explain to them how I was feeling was I was tired, and that made it seem like I was being lazy. My diagnosis was a huge shock to my whole entire family, mainly because cancer did not run in my family. My godmother is the one who actually told us, like, I should go see the doctor because I was extremely pale and constantly sleeping. Like, right when I would get home from school, I was, like, straight to the couch to sleep. So I went and got my blood drawn at the doctor's, and she actually called us that night at dinner and told us that I cannot go to school the next day, go straight to Children's Hospital. So we all kind of panicked because she couldn't tell us what was wrong. They put us in a room at Children's and explained to me that I had ALL leukemia, which is acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which means that the cancer would just spread all through my blood. And I just remember yelling out, like, I have cancer. And I only knew that because of a Charlie Brown video they had showed us at school. Through this whole journey, meeting Lexi, who was another patient there, was probably the best thing to have happened to me. I honestly was extremely negative, especially staying like 5 to 12 days at a time in the hospital, and the chemo just making me super sick. So I didn't have a very positive attitude, and my aunt had introduced me, my godmother, because she was a nurse on the oncology floor at Children's, and she introduced me to Lexi. And even though her cancer was like way worse than mine, she still had a very positive attitude, always smiling. And we would just stay up late at the nurses' stations, painting nails, doing crafts. And it kind of kept my mind away from all the bad things going on, and that it could be worse, but just have to make the best of each day. After a while, Lexi had been going through treatment like 2 years longer than I had, and it wasn't working anymore. So she decided to not put her body through the chemo anymore. So I had lost her. it was hard, but I totally understand with what she had gone through. All of this to say, something as small as being tired turned out to be a life-threatening disease. But I got to meet someone like Lexi to show me just to really live in the moment and appreciate every day that we get to live, because tomorrow really isn't promised. And like my tattoo says, to keep on fighting. I will continue to, like she would want me to, and live like there's no tomorrow.